Children, today we are celebrating Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's 129th birthday. Let us know who Netaji was and what were his contributions to the nation. Today, we are proud of living independently in our motherland, but the condition was different before 1947. We could not say that we were Indians, we loved our Indians. These words were banned. Nobody could say Jai Hind. Those patriots fought for the freedom against the British and gave us freedom. Such a prominent leader was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He was born on the 23 January 1897 at Kotak of Odisha. His father Janakinath Bose was a great lawyer of Kolkata High Court. His mother Prabhavati Devi was a religious lady. His elder brother Sharat Chandra Bose was also a famous advocate at Kolkata. Such a very educated family was to which Netaji belonged. He completed his primary education at Kotak. Later on, he went to Kolkata for higher education. Then he went to Cambridge University of London for higher education. He was such a prominent person that he completed his ICS degree. Once he found a notice pasted on the wall, Indians and dogs are not allowed to enter. The words made him extremely unhappy. He became annoyed and resigned that post. He promised to fight against the British and make India free. He came back to India. When he arrived at Bombay seaport, thousands of Indians gathered to welcome him. They wanted to see who the personality was that he resigned such a higher post only to fight against the British. The people talked to him and were greatly surprised. Netaji joined the Indian National Congress and worked under the instructions of the father of the nation, that means Mahatma Gandhi. His service to the country made the freedom fighters amazed. He was elected the president of the INC in 1938. He served on that post for 2 years. His service was great, but some selfish leaders did not like him. They did not care for his advice and suggestion for the betterment of the party. When Netaji found that he was ignored, he resigned from the INC and formed a different political party called Azad Hind Fauj. To encourage the Indians to help him, he gave two slogans like Dilli Chalo and Give me blood, I will give you the freedom. Little children could not understand him. The speech, Give me blood. He told the children that he wanted blood from the Indians. That means Indians have to fight against the British. In doing so, they will have to shed blood and face injuries to make the nation free. The children started calling him Ranga Kaku since that day. Such a brave person was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He moved from one country to another to gather those Indians who were fed up with the British and wanted to take revenge. More than 50,000 Indians were working under his instructions. He even met Hitler. He wished to get his assistance in driving the British from India. Hitler was prepared to help him, but his intention was a little different. He wanted to drive the British and rule over India for some years. That was not allowed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He rejected to take help from Hitler and tried to drive the British himself with the help of his supporters. He started marching for India, came to Singapore, but he found that it was very difficult for him to face the arms and ammunitions of the British and left his effort that time. He fought against the British such valiantly that he was arrested and kept in the jail. There he fell ill. His condition was deteriorating day by day, so he was transferred to his home. He was kept under the care of his family members. On the 16th January 1941, he got an opportunity and fled from there in the guise of an Afghan. It is said that he became invisible. It was declared in the newspaper by the family members on the 27th January 1941 that their Netaji was missing. It was recorded that an air crash was occurred on the 18th January 1945 at Taiwan. It was said that Netaji was flying in that plane. He was badly burnt and he met his end there. Some other people are against that opinion. They say that no flight was done that day. The next day the flight started, but Netaji was not present in that plane. After 1 year, a proxy of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was seen in Uttar Pradesh. He was called Gumnami Baba. He moved from one place to another, from one hermitage to another in the guise of a monk. He died in 1985. The question is not whether he was Netaji himself or Gumnami Baba was another recluse. The question is concerned here that Netaji's contribution to the country can never be forgotten. When India became free in 1947, he was remembered reverently. India was declared a republic on the 26th January 1950. The soldiers of the Azad Hind Fauj were released by the British. Some of the warriors of the Azad Hind Fauj came back to India. They wished to go to Cuttack. During those days, Netaji's little sister Kanaklata was at home. She became extremely happy. She said, "It is no matter whether Netaji came back to India or not. His comrades have come." She wanted to celebrate a Bengali festival, Bhratriditya. She cut her finger with a blade and spotted the foreheads of all the warriors with her blood. Such a valiant lady was Kanaklata. People were surprised to see her. She said that she was the daughter of such a great judge or advocate and the sister of such a great freedom fighter. It was her contribution to Netaji, it was her reverence to Netaji to donate some blood for those warriors who had worked with Netaji. We shall remember Netaji for centuries. Whenever we shall turn over the pages of history, we shall remember Netaji. With these words, I come to an end to my speech. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.